Here's the Gotham Binder. It's made by Cryptozoic. Fish Mooney on the cover. Carmine Falcone on the back. Contains the basic cards. Ivy Pepper. Gave her a completely different name. That was a young Poison Ivy character. For a good while, this was, you could have just called this the Penguin Show. Basically, Jim Gordon and Oswald Cobblepot's show, really. He had so much screen time. This, if you can remember this episode, that was extremely gory. When she scooped her own eye out with a spoon. And there's a puzzle. And now we're into the autographs a little bit here. So we have Cameron Monaghan, who played Jerome Valeska, later Jeremiah, who is the show's Joker. And Chris Chalk, who played Lucius Fox, and David Mazouz. And I pronounced that correctly, David. Though it is spelled David. And a Jim Gordon wardrobe swatch, and a wardrobe card for Jada Pinkett Smith's character, Fish Mooney, with sequins. It's interesting because her husband Will Smith played Deadshot in Suicide Squad, and he was great. And their son Jaden had a song called Batman that came out in 2017, around the same time that they held the Batman 66 exhibit at the Hollywood Museum, and you can see the Hollywood Museum in the video. So I was kind of digging the song too, you know. This is a custom-made autograph card by the actor Phil Eichinger, who played Detective Culpepper in an episode of Gotham. And he was actually the only Gotham guest star that I ever met. It was really cool. It was at my favorite comic store, Ontario Comic Shop. And he made it like the vintage Topps gun cards. Some metallic cards here. I don't know if you can see that sheen. Checklist. Yeah, Barbara Keene went through a lot of changes throughout the 5 seasons this show lasted. Should have continued. Silver St. Cloud. Harvey Dent. Theo Galavan. He was a brutal character. Okay, they pronounced it Victor Fries on the show. Victor Freeze, Mr. Freeze, Victor Zaz. And these are some of the wardrobe cards. David Mazouz, a double David Mazouz, another double of the same wardrobe material, but with Cameron Bickendova. So that triple would probably be the most valuable in the lot, on the page anyway. Aaron Richards, Barbara Keene, Drew Powell, Butch Gilzine, who later became Solomon Grundy, Claire Foley, who was the first Poison Ivy, called Ivy Pepper, first of 3. And I think this is the best wardrobe card because it's stained with fake blood and pretty good at this. And the last page of autographs. Brian McManaman played Basil Carlo, the very first Clayface. And Nathan Darrow played Mr. Freeze, or Victor Fries. And Nicholas D'Augusto, who played Harvey Dent, who we never got to see turn into Two-Face. Carol Kane. And then you have Chris Chalk, who obviously portrayed Lucius Fox. And B.D. Wong, who inscribed good for 1 retweet, because he's a prolific Twitter user and a cool guy, and I actually did get 2 retweets from him because we wound up getting 2 of his signed cards. And the best one of the lot is the Cameron Bickendova, because it's twice as valuable as one where if she hadn't inscribed anything or done a cat face. She's written chocolates, girls like chocolates, and the kitty cat face really puts the value on that, and I've seen them go for over $450, and this is going back over 3.5 years.
This is a good page because you have Clayface, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Two-Face, Professor Hugo Strange, Lucius Fox. Just like Tom Welling with the Smallville trading cards, Ben McKenzie, who played Jim Gordon, never signed a card. The only way to get one of these autographs is to buy a whole case, which can cost $100 or more. They were 1 per case, just like the wardrobe cards. Now I'll show you some of the Gotham toys. This is a Comic-Con Mini-Mate 2-pack. And here's the box set 1 with Black Mask. Box set 2 with Alfred. Box set 3 with Theo Gallivan and Tabitha. And box set 4, which has a Leslie Tompkins figure. She was played by Marina Baccarin, who married Ben McKenzie. There's a customizer on eBay making these small kawaii plushies. This is Jerome Valeska, Oswald Cobblepot, Edward Nygma. Another customized piece is this Selena Kyle figure. And this 1/6 scale by Toys R Us called The Laughter. Very sophisticated collectible figure based on the character of Jerome and Jeremiah Valeska. And here's an Artifacts Kotobukiya Jim Gordon from Japan. That's 1/10 scale. Now I'll take you through the standard action figures produced by Diamond Select. This is the first wave, Wave 1, Before the Legend. Jim Gordon, Selena Kyle, Oswald Cobblepot. This is the Detective Jim Gordon. At first they produced them in these bulky packages, very unnecessary. Here's the Penguin, and they switched the package to this. Selena Kyle, and here she is on a better card in my opinion. They're more simple and they save space. Wave 2, Edward Nygma, Harvey Bullock, Alfred Pennyworth. Here's Detective Harvey Bullock. The figure is loose. Alfred Pennyworth. Edward Nigma. Oh, he still worked for GCPD. And then there he is on the better card. And here's Wave 3, Rise of the Villains, Barbara Keene, Victor Zsasz, and Bruce Wayne. And here's young Bruce. And Victor Zsasz first became popular in the Nightfall series back in 1993. Barbara Keene, who really had a lot of ups and downs in the show. And finally, Wave 4, Wrath of the Villains, Azrael, Professor Hugo Strange, and Mr. Freeze. Here's the Hugo Strange. Azrael, who gained popularity back in '93 with the Batman Nightfall comic series. Here's a header card package variant. These style packages were only made for the final wave. And finally, Mr. Freeze. And his package variation. It's less bulky. And some of these signed cards are ideal, with a bat, a question mark, with a tally, or hearts, or a trade that produces poison ivy.